What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am back. And I'm back. And I'm not, I don't want that one. I want this one. And I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action, sporting in the top of the map in the blue color as a part of the Alliance clan without clan tags. Not only without clan tags, but with incorrect clan tags. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's Ulysses, and he is playing Zeus. Their partners today, we've got in the green color, we've got Kronos and Play Hard. More on him later. And in the teal color playing as Gaia, it's Chemo. A welcome face in a fairly, I would say, unserious but serious tournament here. Chemo normally doesn't. I haven't seen him in these before. I think this is the first team game tournament he's participated in. So excited to see him participating. See if he can bring something special in these team games. But they're up against a fairly veteran team here. In the bottom of the map, in the red color, playing as Kronos from the PXX clan. His name is Gaboo. Their partners today, or his partners today, his team today, in the purple color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Antos. Antos TG. Yes, see, this, I said this is what you could do. If you don't want to mess up your pretty name, you can make yourself a name like Chemo TG. Ulysses TG. And you can plug into. Oh, I don't have to ask for that much. And then finally, over here, to round out the team, playing as Zeus, we've got Julian Papa. The Papa of the PXX clan. We do have the map Mediterranean for you guys. I believe I counted it, and there are 45 other maps that could be selected. And yet we see Mediterranean. But don't, just, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine. All right, onwards and upwards. Let's see what's happening here. We've got ourselves some relics over here. We do have the Pygmalion's statue, plus 40% villager hit points over here. Beautiful relics that never get picked up on Mediterranean. The Bridle of Pegasus, another really, really important relic here for Mediterranean. Saves you from the 50 food from building a Pegasus. And the 2 favor. Invaluable resource savings there. We did see what seemed to me to be a bit of a cheeky deconstruction by a certain someone. Not to name any names. Play hard over here. On this stock over here. And I think that Gaboo has come out of that completely fine. Both players have used their deconstruction somewhere along the way, but that's kind of the situation we're in right now, and we'll see how things are going to eventuate here as the game goes on. We are going to be seeing Play Hard. Looks like he's going for a very, very fast advance time here as he goes up through Prometheans. Prometheus here, a 310 advance. It means 410 advance. I don't think it's worth it to do this advance on this type of advance on team game Mediterranean. On 1v1 Mediterranean, completely fine, but in team game Mediterranean, I think it's better to just go for the safe 430 and then just call it a day. We are seeing that's what Gaboo is doing, and we'll see if it's going to work out for him. Now, one thing that should be noticed here is that both of these teams have got a very, very strong Loki player on their team who cannot use Loki on Mediterranean. So this could be the reason why we saw the Mediterranean pick here, to kind of take Gaboo and Play Hard out of their comfort zone. But unlike Gaboo, Play Hard is kind of a bit of a team game wizard. Plays a lot of the different gods as well. So just taking him off of his pocket Loki, or his whatever you want to call that, he's got he's got plenty of other gods he can pull out here. But we are going to be seeing Play Hard going for the early pressure here. Drops the Valor onto this position. Drops the Promethean in here. Now there will be a Valor available here for Gaboo in the near future. But Gaboo struggling a lot to get to the next age here, as it seems like this dock is going to go down very fast. We are seeing Gaboo chucking up his second dock over here, as Julian Papa is just simply getting ready. He's almost advanced through Athena here in this game. We will be seeing the Poseidon player Antos now starting to get his own trireme out of here, as this dock is on the way down, as the Oracles Trying to push in here for Gaboo. He's very, very late. Is he going for a 505? That's brutally late here. As now we've got Chemo. He's dropped to the 3 docks here. 3 docks. Boom, boom, boom. And he can spam those Bream out like a madman, as the doubling is already going to be starting here. As now Antos comes over to say, get out of here. Losing this dock kind of matters, as we do see Antos drops the ceasefire. I kind of feel like this ceasefire could have been dropped a minute ago, and it would have been a lot better for Gaboo to get that food. But I guess it doesn't matter when it comes down. Just so long as Gaboo is in the next age, he's going to be able to start getting his Bream out. And these players should be okay here. So the big question is, we do have Ulysses. He's got himself restoration. We do have Julian Papa. He's got himself restoration. Where are the restorations going to be used? That's the question. Now, during this ceasefire, Chemo's done a very nice thing. He's brought his Caladria forward, but you do have to micro this Caladria just a little bit. I believe you can heal any of your teammates' units as well. So you can heal up these back Bareems, but I think you have to manually focus on that. So there is a pretty disgusting team game Mediterranean strategy you can do with Gaia and Uranus by getting out these Caladria, leave it a little bit back here, and have the teammates who take damage on their boats just retreat those back. You can heal those back up. As we do see the Carnivore getting dropped down over here onto this position, as Gaboo is still trying to pump out all of these Breams as best as he can. He will be losing this dock, but that doesn't matter too much. He's got 2 docks over here, so it should be fine, but there is potential deconstruction that's going to be coming through here as the fishing ship's going to be retreating away. Population-wise, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but there's the deconstruction, as these players are going to have to retreat back here as Antos does not want to fight this one at all. And Gaboo gets back. You see this dock getting shot up as fast as it possibly can. It's just one that actually will be faster with the Hero Citizen, but hey, what can you do? As the Breams pushing in, going to take down the enemy ships here, and we'll see how things are going to eventuate, as Julian Papa and Ulysses are just kind of in a deadlock. If you understand a little bit about Mediterranean theory, being the aggressor is generally not going to work in a mirror matchup. So you just got to sit back and just allow your opponent to make that mistake. Whereas in this matchup, with the big advantage that Playhard has managed to get over Gaboo, being aggressive here is obviously a very, very good way to push forward and find an advantage. But right now, Gaboo, he's actually not got fishing ships in these docks. Therefore, he doesn't even have the defender's advantage here. So Playhard and Chemo are just happily going to keep pushing through here. But the trireme that Antos has got, they're actually really, really bulky, really, really strong compared to those Breams. 290 HP compared to 240, and also less damage. 5 damage to 6 damage. So it is a big deal. Now, these Breams do move at 7.25 speed, so that does matter. But Playhard turns around, gets a little bit of return damage back. Now, normally, if this was me, instead of making this fight, I would have kind of circled away, grab the second town center, and then continue to train units here. We do see the restorations getting dropped down. Ulysses puts his in first. If we take a quick look at the ships, who's got more ships? I don't know. I can't. It won't let me. It won't let me do the thing. I'm holding shift. I'm holding control. Whatever. It looks like we've got 9 ships here for Julian, 14 ships for Ulysses. So Ulysses very far in front of Julian here, just in terms of ship production, micro, all the good stuff. Julian going to be retreating away. We're still seeing the defense coming through here from Antos as Chemo Playhard. Too strong here, it seems. Too many boats still pushing in as the Gaboo ships retreating back ever so slightly. There's a Carnivore coming through, disrupting the boats. That's a very, very vital play that Gaia and Oceanus has on the water maps, is that when you've got those big, massive ships, you just drop a Carnivore down. They have to retreat back, and you get even more damage done. But Playhard getting a little bit out of position here with his boats. It's Chemo and Playhard just doing what they want over here. We are seeing a cheeky centaur coming in from Antos. Look at that villager snipe here from Antos. 1 citizen down, a second one going to be going down as well, as Playhard is not paying attention here. He is getting out this Momillo, but it's very, very slow. Does he have the resources to heroize it? What's the plan here is the big question. Is it's going to come through, and we do see it gets garrisoned. Another one, no, just the one. Playhard's in a bit of trouble here. As we do see Julian Papa going to be pushing through here, looking for some fishing ship kills, but he's clicked on the dock. That's not something you want to attack here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very, very difficult thing to be in, as we are going to be seeing these triremes retreating away, but mostly all getting picked off as Playhard coming through here. Chemo retreating back over here, going to be looking to take on some of Antos's boats, but Antos turns and he cuts Chemo off beautifully, as Chemo's going to take a lot of DPS trying to row through those Antos boats there. Nice play from Antos there, as Chemo comes through, going to clean up those Gaboo ships over here, as Ulysses is over here to take down the Julian Papa ships. Things looking very, very tough over here right now. Did the Centaur get killed off? I believe the Centaur... No, he's now over here. We killed off a citizen of Chemo's. Chemo over here with the 16 HP. The Centaur is MVP Centaur. Moving over onto this position, we do have 2 villagers getting this town center up. That Centaur could get a little bit more value over there, but at this point, Antos just trying to play defensively and strongly here. He still hasn't gotten a second town center just yet. He's got himself 10 villages on gold. So it's a little bit over the amount that he needs, unless he's producing from all 3 docks here, which maybe he is. So he should be thinking about getting town centers. I do find that a lot of players, even at the top level, are getting their town centers a little bit too late here on Mediterranean. You see Ulysses, he's already gotten his second one here. Ulysses got the right idea. Definitely the faster second, third town center on Mediterranean is going to be the way to go, as Playhard also getting his. Chemo also getting his. We see a second town center now coming down for Antos, but Playhard is already over here to put a stop to this one. We are seeing this town center now coming up for Julian Papa, but they are very, very far behind Ulysses, Chemo, Playhard, the Alliance, as it were. As Playhard retreats back, you see the trireme coming through here to take out the fishing ship, all the other good stuff. See the trireme coming over here to take out those fishing ship, as Ulysses is going to clean up Julian Papa's fish over here. You don't really care about this. Just garrison your fishing ships, and then once the trireme leave, put them back out. So at this point, it's really hard to actually lose your docks and not win the game. If your opponent can kill your docks, oftentimes you can just win on land. Is the kind of story here, is Antos getting out-markered very severely here by Playhard, as he's not paying attention. Beautiful marker there by Playhard, as you can chase down those bows really, really fast with his bream, as Julian Papa in the middle here also going to be getting dealt with nicely. But Antos seems like he's finally come back. He's going to be checking things out. The 3 town centers are up. These town centers are just about to pop as well for Playhard. Now we're going to start seeing those time-shifting shenanigans. This town center being secured here by Alliance is absolutely huge, because if Gaboo can't get it, it's effectively game over here. As, I mean, Ulysses and Julian could potentially take a very long time to actually finish up on this side. But it is definitely in favor of Ulysses at this point. It's going to take a while for Ulysses to actually win here most of the time. Whereas over here, this seems like losing this town center this early. That can be disastrous here for Gaboo. And Gaboo needs to find a way to help out, as so does Antos. Antos needs to get something happening here. But as Poseidon, no Underworld. It's a little bit challenging to make those things work here. So Mamilo retreating back away from this location, as Gaboo's mana is going to be getting taken down very, very fast here. We're still seeing Ulysses coming back here, trying to take out Antos's trireme, as Antos is putting as much pressure on to Playhard as he possibly can. Being in the pocket, dealing economic damage to the pocket generally is the best way to go if you can, because the pocket isn't normally prepared for it. But more importantly, the pocket is the most important thing at helping out their partners. So if you can hit that, that's really good. But we do see that somehow Julian Papa did not actually manage to get his town center up. I thought it would get up. And now Ulysses is able to grab this town center. He's so far in front. This is absolutely nightmare for Julian Papa. I thought he was completely safe here. But in the end, Ulysses is too fast, and Julian Papa, he's on 2 town centers, but he's got no units out. He can't defend this. This town center is going Ulysses' way, and this town center over here is going Chemo's way, as Alliance is going to be at something like 11 town centers to 7 town centers here, which is absolutely huge and nearly insurmountable to come back from, as right now Gaboo's had to actually get his watchtowers out. He's only just now getting himself his second town center. things very, very difficult here for Gaboo, it would seem. As the town center is just about up, we are seeing Gaboo saying, no, don't get the town center, but there's too many units here. Let's play hard, and Chemo very smartly just going to sit on that position until it's taken. And Ulysses can, I mean, he's 4 town centers now. Probably 80 villages plus the fishing ships. Does he have any? No, he doesn't. He's garrisoned them all at this point, but he's plus the fishing ships that are there. He is still building villages, so not quite at 80 just yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a couple more, like a minute or two until he's at 80 villages. He's going to be able to advance to the next stage super fast here as well. Get to 160 population and have a fantastic time in this game as Gaboo still having to defend this one. Antos now coming over. He's going to be dropping himself the military academy and the stable. He is up against double Atlantean, so it makes the unit composition very, very simple for the Greek. The Greek is going to want to make Hippocon. He's going to want to make Hoplites against the classical age army of Chemo and of Play Hard here. Now, the thing is, there is no Uranos, and the Terma aren't very good, so you can make archers here as well, so his Toxoids aren't a bad idea, as the gold mine villages are getting pushed off over here as Gaboo is finding even more trouble in this game. He did have a gold mine back here that he could have grabbed, but he chose not to go for it instead. Going for the forward one, loses the citizen in a very, very terrible position. Gaboo now going to be dropping a tower over onto this position, but Him is already here with units and has full control of this. He can kill this off very, very easily here if he so chooses. As Citizen is still coming back onto this position here. As Apollo is now coming through for Ulysses, he can drop an underworld anywhere on the map that he wants. And Ulysses doesn't care. He's like, look, I come here to win. How do I win? I put towers on your face 15 minutes into the game because I've got so much economy, I don't know what to do with it. That's what he's saying right now. And Julian Pabars can only go, Eep, that's scary. You are so far in front of me and you can just do this. And there's nothing I can do about it. Eep. But when the Apollo comes through as well, I'm sure we'll see a Fortress get dropped and then maybe Metropolis coming out. Mythic Age coming through very soon. Wouldn't be surprising either. What Rhea coming through for Play Hard. Play Hard can actually drop his Temple over on this position to help make this push even easier for Ulysses as well, because there's no way for Play Hard, so for Julian Papar to hold this here. So really, it's all going to come down to Antos and on Antos' ability to play defense on multiple fronts while kind of being behind on economy here. As the boats here from Play Hard are still taking out everything. We see the militia getting taken down over here as the hoplites moving forward going to take down the Odysseus. And there's the fortress we were talking about. Towers already set up means potential Petropolis going to come in, and that's super, super hard here for PXX to deal with in this game, as the Rhea has come through. We are seeing Horns of Consecration. Horns of Consecration, a bit of a meme upgrade. It's a small amount of extra bonus gather rate, 11%. So if you've got 5.4% bonus gather rate from a town center, Horns of Consecration makes that town center gather at 5.9-ish. 5.9 favor a minute. So in total, if you've got 3 town centers, it's giving you 1.5 extra favor a minute, which ends up being not really worth the gold investment. But we saw it getting grabbed anyways. Helios coming through as Play Hard's going to want to spam all those Heca Gigantes, I'm sure, as the Petropolis coming through. And now we've got a fortress here. We've got 2 towers, Petropolis, the units pushing in. The Manticore is also causing crazy amounts of pressure onto Julian Papar, as there's the Petropolis. It kind of spawns on the wrong side. Unfortunately, you have to kill off that granary, or the Petropolis isn't going to do all too much in this position. Little known fact, the Petropolis will hit buildings that are directly in front of it until the Petropolis catapults or whatever it are get over the buildings, which takes a while to do. As Gaboo taps out, Julian taps out, and Antos ends up tapping out. A very, very commanding victory here. Not really too many surprises here from Ulysses, Chemo, and Play Hard. These guys are some of, if not the best Age of Mythology players playing right now. Now, oftentimes, just pairing up the best Age of Mythology players doesn't actually result in the best Age of Mythology team here, as you do see time and time again in competitive sports. But we'll see if it's going to matter. There are some incredibly strong other clans who do not have the top 1v1 players in it, whose team gameplay is that, it's just, if you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see this team going up against those teams in the knockout stage, or even I think there might be a pretty sweaty game that they're going to have to play in the group stages as well. If you guys are enjoying this tournament, enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.